Guys, I am a plant baby. I meant to say that I'm a plant mom and these are my plant babies, but apparently I'm a plant baby now, so anyway, hi, it's Scola and welcome back to my channel. So today I really wanted to get into how I have been keeping a healthy mind and working on having a healthier mind in general. As you guys know, I am currently on a 20-week challenge to basically change my life. I am 10 weeks in. She is 15 pounds down. She's feeling good. She's organized. She is productive. I'm doing good. So let's get into how I've been looking after my mind throughout this whole process, because when it comes to health and fitness, guys, it all starts up here. It all starts with a mindset. So let's get into it. So as I said, I really feel that health and fitness starts with your mind. I think anything starts with your mind. I feel like your mental health is something that you should be focusing on and making sure that you're looking after as often as possible. So I really wanted to get into how I've been doing that, but first let me just run through like sort of my history with my mental health and stuff like that, just so you know where I'm coming from. So as you guys know, I have a condition called hypothyroidism, and with that, one of the symptoms is depression and anxiety. So often when I say that I still experience struggles to do with hypothyroidism, this is a big one because this is something that was a side effect and it was a long-term effect, basically. Like, it's a long-term effect. You can't just pop a pill and then hope it goes away. As of right now, I can happily say that depression hasn't been a problem for me for like over a year now. Has it been over a year? Yeah, over a year now. I have not really experienced depression. Touch wood. Where is the wood? I'm touching it. I'm touching. So I tend to struggle with seasonal depression and I just did not get it this winter. It just did not come and I was so excited, and it was a accumulation of different things that I did to make that happen, so we'll be getting into that too. But also anxiety has been an ongoing thing. She doesn't want to go away, and there are ways that I've been maintaining it, so I really want to get into that, and I'm gonna start off with our sponsors for today, okay? So the first thing I wanted to mention is this CBD oil I got from Premium Jane. They kindly gifted this to me and they are the sponsors of today's video. And it's really funny, this video is actually super late. I wanted to tell you guys about this product weeks ago, but guess what? My anxiety went a little bit crazy. Everything going on in the world at the moment had me spinning. So whilst I'm upset this is so delayed and I didn't get a chance to tell you guys about this sooner, I'm also happy because it's meant I've had a longer time to try this out so I can give you guys the best review. So just in case you don't know what CBD oil is, I'm going to read the description to make sure I don't get it wrong from the Premium Jane website. So CBD oil, or cannabidiol, I feel like I'm saying that right. Wrong. Or CBD for short, is one of the natural compounds found in the hemp plant. Countless thousands of people have experienced its calming benefits and continue to seek out the various wellness advantages that hemp extract offers. CBD will not get users high or produce mind-altering effects. So this isn't the other thing that you might think it is, okay? So, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was skeptical about CBD. I was like, I'll buy it. But genuinely, this has been such an integral part of my routine now. I have this at my work desk and I usually take it just before I sit down to get started with work, or I'll take it when I start feeling some type of way and then I'll just drop it. So I'll show you guys how you get it out of the pipette. Okay, I like the word pipette. That's my second one of the day. So you can have it up to 2 times a day and you do half a pipette. I have the citrus flavor, it comes in other flavors, and it's actually called a tincture. I love the word tincture. I've been using this for almost 3 months now. It's just been such a nice addition to my routine of just making sure I'm looking after myself, looking after my mind. And all I will say, guys, is do your research, look into it, look at reviews, and see whether it will work for you. I will have a coupon code for this if you guys want to try it out. I'll leave all the details in the description box down below. So other things that are a part of my routine that help with my anxiety in particular is lemongrass essential oil, and I put this in my diffuser. I got a really cheap one off Amazon. I'll leave a link to it down below if you guys want to check it out. And apparently lemongrass does help with this sort of thing, but essential oils can help with like a bunch of stuff. So definitely look into essential oils as well. Okay, so the next thing is not even anything you guys can get. So I'm sorry for showing it to you, and I'm not sure if it'll ever be on sale, but my friend actually gave this to me as a gift. It is a perfume and it's called Uplift. Like, this is my own like blend of stuff, and it's because she knew. She knew. I rubbed this on my pulse points and oh my gosh, it smells amazing and it genuinely uplifts me, and I love this stuff. And I don't know if it will ever be on sale, but if you're looking for a small business to support, especially during these tough times, I'll leave a link to her shop down below on her Instagram. Go check her out. By the way, the shop is called Just As Strange As I Am. So those are all those sort of products that have been helping me, but I wanted to move over to like sort of like the journaling part, because journaling really helps me. So one thing that I do is I keep a diary. This is something I've been doing since I was 11 actually. Does anybody love the Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging series? Well, the Georgia Nicholson series actually is what it's called, but everyone knows the Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging movie, which the book was actually called Angus Thongs and Full Frontal Snogging, but they thought that was too rude for the movie. Anyway, ever since I started reading those books and watched that movie, I was like, I am starting a diary. So since I was like 11 or something, I have kept a diary, and it's really cringy to read back on, but it's been a great way for me to let out my feelings and keep track of my mood as well, which has been amazing. And I'll get into why tracking my mood has been such a game changer. But this has been like my best friend, especially during lockdown when you're spending so much time in your head. I find that writing stuff out has really helped to center me, because also once you see certain things down on paper, it just helps to really rationalize certain things that might be irrational in your head. One thing that I always tend to do is if I'm feeling particularly anxious on a day, or I'm really nervous, worried, I like to do a thing where I will put whatever's worrying me, whatever's making me feel anxious on one side, and then I'll put a solution on the other side, something that will help to relieve some of that stress that I'm feeling towards whatever it is. Sometimes there's just not a solution for it, but there's always something I can do to make myself feel just that bit better. Like, there's always something that I can potentially be in control of, if that makes sense, because part of it is feeling like I'm not in control. I'll be like, I'm really nervous about the work deadline. What's the solution? Get the work done. I'm really anxious because I've let a lot of text build up and I haven't been texting my friends because I've been in a bad place, and I'm like, now they all hate me and I'm freaking out, and I'm like, text them back. It's something as simple as that, and I'll do all these things. By the end of the day, I feel great. I'm like, whew. Next up, I'll just quickly mention a gratitude journal, you know, good old gratitude journal. If you are stuck in a funk and you can't really see the good, sometimes just writing out anything as basic as I have food, I have a house, I have family, I have whatever it is you have that you're grateful for, write it down. Even if it seems really basic, just write it down and it will make you feel better, or at least more aware of things that you might be forgetting in that moment. So gratitude journaling, I'm sure you've heard lots about it when people talk about mindfulness and all that good stuff, but I just wanted to include it. This is my gratitude journal. It's got like little prompts and stuff like that. Next up is also a book that can really help you. Look out there for books that you find calming and nice. This particular book is by Meera Lee Patel, and it's called My Friend Fear. And guys, I would say in the last 2 weeks have only just realized what fear is. So all along I've been like, you know, when people talk about being scared of stuff and having fear, I'm like, what are you scared of? Like, I don't understand it. And then I started to realize, like, fear doesn't have to be the big fears that you have, like being scared of a spider or being scared of heights. It's not about that. I realized there's so many things I've been holding myself back from because I'm scared, because I have fear. There's certain things I don't do, like just automatically, instinctively, because I'm scared. I'm learning a lot about fear all of a sudden, and this book is a book I've had for a very long time, and I love reading it, and I'm just going to take some more time to read it, and it has beautiful art in it. Like, look at that. The last book I'm going to be showing guys is this CBT workbook that I got from the shop The Works. It's like a random mishmash bookstore slash art store slash everything store that's here in England or the UK, I don't know. And I remember seeing this, and I'd heard a lot about CBT, I'm not gonna lie, I have yet to complete this workbook. I always leave it when I'm feeling great. I'm like, I don't need it anymore. I'm feeling amazing. And I think that's the worst thing that you can do. Once you start to feel good, that's when you should be putting in the most work, not just when you're feeling bad. So this is a really nice little workbook. This just says, use cognitive behavioral therapy to change the way you think, improve your relationships, combat stress, and live a healthier life. And you don't necessarily have to have any sort of mental health struggles to even do this. This can be helpful for anybody. So one thing I should know is I don't always journal. Sometimes I just don't have enough to talk about to really go out and journal. So one thing I have been doing also with my 20-week challenge, I have a spreadsheet where I put in all my data, things like my calories, my weight, all that kind of stuff. I also include my mood for that day, and I will put how I'm feeling, and it will just be a bullet point like, I was feeling good, I was feeling anxious. And it's really helped shed some light on some patterns, guys, some patterns, because also I might put the reason why I might have been feeling like that. But one of the biggest revelations I've had in only the last year, guys, the last year, and I've had my period since I was like 11, like just turned 11, is how much my hormones affect my mood. And I feel like it gets worse as you get older. Like the older you get, the more emotional you get. Oh my goodness. But I realized that my hormones, my hormonal cycle has a huge effect on how I feel. I wish there was a way this wasn't such a huge impact. If anybody has information on this, do let me know. But just being aware that I have certain weeks, like it's really funny. I have like this thing where I have phases. I'll have phase 1, so that's like week 1, and then there's phase 2. Actually, it feels like almost a whole month I'm just a shambles, okay? I feel like there's only 1 week in my hormonal cycle where I'm just myself and I feel good and I feel like me, and then the rest of the month it's just absolute just turbulence. I don't know if anybody else feels like that, but like I can tell you, like there's like 1 week where I feel so anxious and it's horrible, and then there's like 1 week where I feel amazing, I'm on top of everything. This week, right now, you're looking at me, I feel great because I just finished my period. Like I've just had a period. All kinds of emotions, guys. But I'm confused because I have started getting very teary. Like I can watch a movie and I will cry. I can listen to a song and I will cry. I have never been a crier, but something is happening as I'm getting older. Like I'm just getting way more emotional. Like literally, guys, last night I was watching Hairspray with my mum and I was on the brink of tears and I was trying to hold it back because like, so yeah, hormones play a huge part in everything. And in fact, I'm realizing that they are probably the main thing that can affect me. And just to finish it off, it goes without saying that eating healthy and exercising are amazing ways of looking after your mind. Obviously it's hard to get up and do those things in the first place if you're in a bad place, but like even just starting off with something like going for a walk, doing like a 10-minute ab workout, 5-minute workout, whatever you can find, just to get yourself moving and fired up. Oh my goodness, it can make such a huge difference. Like there's so much synergy there. It's so funny because like you need one to do the other, but you need the other to do one. So it's like just a ball you have to get rolling and just keep it rolling and just keep that up as much as you can. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy, stay luscious, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.